Welcome, good morning. I want to say thank you, first of all, to our JROTC Color Guard. Thank you all for your participation this morning. I also want to thank you for all of our partners that are here this morning to participate in our Grads Within Reach Walk. Again, I am Brandon Dickerson, principal of Cashmere High School. It is my honor to be here this morning to participate in this work because we understand how important this work is. So I'm not going to belabor the point. I want to pass the mic to Mr. House, our superintendent this morning, and welcome him to Cashmere High School.
Thank you, Principal Dixon. And I'm going to ask everybody to just step away for just a moment, socially distant, because I'm going to remove my mask. And so we don't want to, of course, be on television and be judged. But again, thank you, Principal Dixon. Behind me, which I think everybody probably knows already, Kathy Bluford Daniels, thank you for being here, trustee for this particular area. Can you please give her a hand? We also know that Sheila Jackson Lee is en route as well, and look forward to joining us this morning. I want to first of all thank each and every Cashmere high school staff member and individual that's here this morning to support us as we talk about students within reach, the walk. As you all know, my name is Millard House. I'm the superintendent here in HISD, and it is absolutely a beautiful morning to do what we're going to do this morning. We're almost, of course, 1 month into the school year, and our students are thriving, they're safe, they're in school, in person, which I'm extremely excited about. Our COVID spread is low, with less than 1% of all HISD students. Less than 1% of staff currently being reported with COVID positive numbers as well. While we take every case of COVID-19 seriously, we're encouraged that our mask requirement is helping to keep the infection rate where it needs to be, and that's low. Our schools are not only the safest place for our students to be on a daily basis in reference to our community, but also the best place for the learning that needs to happen. And that's why we're here this morning to hopefully tap some students on the shoulder to ensure that they're back in our buildings and doing what's necessary to get the learning process started. Research makes it clear that students who participate in in-person instruction learning have far greater rates than students who participate in virtual instruction, and they experience more positive social and emotional development as well. And that's a piece that there hasn't been a lot of public conversation about, is the social and emotional piece. Many of our students have struggled socially and emotionally over the last 18, 19 months, and we have to do everything that we can to ensure that we meet them where they are and support them with whatever it is that they need. This is why we need our kiddos back in our classrooms and the purpose of today's walk. We want to re-engage with our students who have left HISD or have not come back into our buildings. It's a collaborative effort between the campus, district, and community organizational staff as well. As the start of the school year this year, 5,440 high school students, grade 9 through 12, needed to be re-engaged. Again, 5,440 high school students starting this school year needed to be re-engaged. These are students the district expected to attend to school on day one who did not. Schools and central office staff have been conducting targeted outreach for months to support these students and their families. Again, it takes a village. It's not just about the student, it's about supporting the family as well. It may be that they have moved or they need to be brought back into the high-quality learning environment here in HISD. That work continues through the end of September with the engagement efforts like the one this morning. As of September 15th, a little over 1,000 of the 5,440 high school students that I mentioned earlier have returned to HISD. Something else to point out is that HISD has seen an increase in new high school students enrolling this year. As you all may know, absolutely. As you may know, the overall district target this year was about 197,000 students, and we're on pace to get there. We just need to continue. I think as of yesterday, we were probably at 190, between 190 and 191,000 students. Again, that 60-day mark is our target, and we're about halfway there. Enrollment metrics are monitored daily, as you may know, and we're extremely grateful for the trust these families placed in us as they decide to re-enroll their children in HISD. Student re-engagement efforts are ongoing, and it's our goal to facilitate outreach to the families of all students who have left HISD. Our schools are open and enrolling children every morning, every day, every afternoon. If you're still in need of a high-quality learning environment for your child, please visit us at hisd.org/enroll. Parents send their children into our classrooms and environments every day with the hope of welcoming back a child who is a little brighter and a little better because of the very spent time with us in HISD. I'm also one of those parents who entrusts HISD teachers with my two children as well. I drop my son off every morning at the bus stop, and my wife drops my daughter off at the bus stop, and we expect the same to ensure that our kids get exactly what they need. As your superintendent, but more importantly, in my capacity as a fellow parent, I respectfully ask for your trust and urge you to join me in ensuring that your children are in our schools ASAP. We're not here to judge, we're here to support. And that's very important for us to understand. So as we knock on doors this morning, we're here to ensure that we get these babies back in classrooms so they can get the kind of support they need. Now, let's go take a walk and meet some of our students who are within reach. Thank you all for being here. Let's get it done. There she is. At this time, as I mentioned just a second ago, Sheila Jackson Lee has joined us this morning, and I'd like to let her share a few words, if you don't mind, Congresswoman Jackson Lee.
Superintendent House, thank you so very much for just a moment to be with you. I have been with our school districts before. This is not unusual for having the need to go and tell people that we care. Let me thank Principal Dickerson as well as Trustee Kathy Buford Daniels, Trustee Guidry, all of those who are standing here and supporting us, all of the volunteers, teachers, faculty, and others. I have for many years dropped my children off at HISD, Houston Independent School District. So I'm a mother that had the benefit of the excellence of education for our children. We have been through some tough times. We have some tough times to go through. We live in a state where the state government is suing these faithful educational leaders. And so maybe the children have heard that there's some confusion. We need to be there. These volunteers will go out and be able to knock on doors and say, no, school is safe, you're learning, you will see your friends, and we will make you whole. That's why I came here this morning, to make our children whole. Let me also say that I'm in constant dialogue with the Secretary of Education and Biden administration, and we expect that as school districts are now getting letters about masks, that the U.S. Department of Education will be at their side. But Superintendent House, let me thank you for getting out in the Rams community, the Kashmir Rams, and letting the children know that the safest place they can be in any day of the week, and I would say Saturday or Sunday, any place is not as safe as Kashmir High School and the loving faculty and teachers. So it is my desire to say this is a good home away from home. This is a safe place, a secure place, but it is a loving and learning place. Parents, we are very much proud of you for giving us your children. I gave them my children, and they are ready to go and raring to go in today's society. Thank you all very much. We're out to get these wonderful children. Go Rams!
Again, thank you, Congresswoman Jackson Lee. Also wanted to acknowledge, as Congresswoman Jackson Lee indicated, Myrna Guidry, another one of our trustees that's here to support us as well. Let's go get it done. We appreciate you.